What's up, everybody? Welcome to Talk Wrestling here on NoDQ.com and YouTube.com/NoDQCW. Thank you all for watching this week, as you do every day. And let's get right to your questions. Let's see here. This is like no name FF 2010. Okay, from Philadelphia. Hi, Jeff. I was wondering when Triple H will get back in action. That's his first question. I don't know. I mean, if I'm Triple H at this point, I've mentioned this a couple times about other guys in recent weeks. Triple H is one of those guys where he's made his money. He's got the money waiting for him when the old man kicks. He is the heir apparent. You know, Shane left the company, whatever. He made his choice. Triple H is the heir apparent to the Empire. He didn't have to do a damn thing in the ring anymore if he don't want to. You know? So, if I'm Triple H, I'm sitting back in my suit and tie in the back going, yep, I did good. Look at me. I'm the shit. Oh, here you go. So, I wouldn't come back if I was him unless there's a big marquee match to be had. You know? I wouldn't do it. And then also, more on Jeff Hardy. Kurt Angle said he's coming back, and in your last video, or one of the recent videos, you said it's highly doubtful. So is he coming back to wrestling or not? Okay. I don't know. I think it's highly doubtful because he's tarnished his legacy so bad that if he does come back, only the true, hardcore, purple-wearing, you know, wristband-wearing, not CM Punk, obviously, wristband-wearing, face-painting geeks are going to cheer for him. I don't know if you, a lot of you follow the show that I do with JJ. On his show, Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams has been, and Aaron will back me up on this, he and his group have been some of the biggest, most avid Hardy supporters in their careers. JJ went out and took a Jeff Hardy picture off of his wall and tore it in 4 pieces to prove a point. Not the Matt Hardy one, because the Matt Hardy one was signed. He's not stupid. Jeff Hardy has gone so far beyond the point of no return that it will take a lot for even the hardest of hardcore of Jeff Hardy fans to accept him back into their lives. You know, he proved himself a hypocrite. He proved himself a liar because he said flat out, I'm leaving the company, I'm burnt out, I want to get my life together. And within a month of leaving WWE, the arrest goes down. And WWE was even kind of half supporting him and having his back. And then he goes and jumps ship and turns his back on them when they were there for him. And this whole thing with Immortal that he did, with turning heel and everything, just made a lot of people shit on him. Kurt Angle says he's coming back. Good for Kurt Angle. Does Kurt Angle run TNA? How the fuck does Kurt Angle know? How the fuck do I know? I'm just giving my... I don't know everything, despite what you people think I claim. I don't. I give my opinions. My opinion is he should not come back. He should not be allowed to come back. He is a liability in whatever company he works for. TNA made him the world champion, and he proved himself a liability in that role. To the point where on a pay-per-view, Bischoff had to rush the ring, change the finish, and what was it, 90 seconds, Aaron? They had to change the finish of the main event of a pay-per-view to accommodate his shortcomings. He does not belong in wrestling anymore. I don't care how many hate letters I get. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. If somebody provides a valid case argument and proves that I'm wrong, I will back off. This is from Hull, England, West 8 Ham. Hey, Jeff, after watching Ted DiBiase versus Cody Rhodes on SmackDown back the other week, a few weeks ago, whatever it was, I was wondering, who do you think will be a world champion first? In my opinion, it will be Cody, as he's had the biggest push. Who do you think? I hate that I have this answer loaded up and ready to go because I like both of these guys so much. I'm such a fan of Rhodes and DiBiase. I hated the dashing gimmick. I've hated the face mask gimmick, and I've hated that they jobbed DiBiase out. But Cody and Ted have both seen their finest hours. Neither of them will be world champion, I don't believe. Cody will always be either the dashing guy who got his face broken and whined and bitched for 6 months, or the son of Dusty Rhodes. He will never stand on his own as a world champion. Ted DiBiase had the chance to shine when they broke Legacy up. But instead, for whatever reason, they reverted back to an old standby and made him the $1 million champion and brought Virgil back and then put him with Maurice. And Maurice turned him down for Yoshitatsu. If that's not a bigger burial than I can think of, I don't know. Seriously. Your woman chooses the jobber of jobbers over you, and you're not a champion. Fail. This is from Mr. Wrestling Fan 03. Would you like Davey Richards to go to WWE or TNA? No way. And I'll tell you why. I mentioned this on a show. I don't remember what day it went up because my brain is because I'm sleep deprived. I mentioned the sale of Ring of Honor to Sinclair. Ring of Honor now has the potential to be number 2 in the world, in the country for sure. Why would you go to WWE? Small as you are, Davey's intense. Davey is one of the most intense guys I've ever met in this business in the time that I've been truly involved, which goes back to 2005. Davey's intense. Davey's a pit bull. Davey's just aggressive. He's fucking awesome. WWE would take him and turn him into Bryan Danielson again. Because I love Bryan, but they have failed with him. They failed with Low Ki. The problem is, we in the indie wrestling community put these guys on such a high pedestal that when they go to WWE, we think they should be world champion. Bryan is the best wrestler on this planet. I don't care who argues with me. I will go to the grave saying that if I have to. Bryan Danielson is the best wrestler on this planet. And the fact that they booked him into such oblivion is bullshit. Is bullshit. They would do the exact same thing with Davey WWE. They wouldn't know what the hell to do with Davey Richards. TNA, he's better than TNA. I'm sorry to rag on TNA again. I know I did that the other day. But TNA has booked themselves into such oblivion that another X Division type guy would get lost in the shuffle. And if Ring of Honor is going to continue to thrive and work its way up into being number 2, like I've predicted, Davey has a chance to shine like he's never shown before. So, no. Davey needs to stay with Ring of Honor and the Indies and where they will let him do his thing. Alright. That's all for this show. I feel like I've been angry, Jeff, here lately, and I apologize, but, just some of these questions, just strong opinions. Anyway, we will see you next time. Talk Wrestling HD.